What is up, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Tonight, we have something special. We are building the bumper prototype. It's a whiteboard. It is mighty beautiful. It's got a bunch of my fingerprints on it, but we'll get those off here in a second. But Cerakoted white bumper. Super excited about this. I have got both the Cerakoted black flippers as well as some polycarb ones that John sent out to us. Yeah, the curves on this thing are awesome. It looks super good. Like the chins, like I guess the chin and the forehead. They look great. And one thing is, I know this looks like a big cutout, but if you look in there, it's actually pretty tight. It's pretty tight. So we definitely really appreciate John sending us this to test out, to play with for a couple weeks, do a little review on it, see how we like it. I kind of already built it up once and played around with it for a little bit and then took it apart. So I can say it's pretty freaking cool. It's an awesome board. If you are interested in the bumper, you can type !bumper and that'll take you to the interest check page where you can get more info about it. This is kind of like it's like a new take on the standard 60% tray mount board. You know, we're kind of moving into this more flexy time period in 60% tray mounts. This is missing the middle points for your tray mount, so you can see it's bare in the middle. It's just got the 4 on the side, which is really nice. It's not going to give you like a boatload of flex just because there's not a ton of space under the PCB, but it'll give you a little bit of bounce there. Just a standard 7 degree typing angle. It is mighty fine. I am very excited to put this together and not take it apart like 15 minutes after. So as far as what comes with when you are looking to purchase the bumper, you will get the bumper itself, which is the board, and then a set of flippers, which you can obviously add different types. I imagine there's going to be tons of different color options in this, as well as both polycarbonate. I know John plans on doing brass as well, which are going to look super clean. Also, John, I see you in the chat, and it's anatomically correct, the forehead and the chin. Give some hearts in the chat for John. He's had a rough week. He's been sick. So yeah. The Cerakote on these is like insane. It is so smooth. Like it's super smooth and clean. And we're actually building this board with some drop holy pandas. Got them here. Just a standard. We're actually doing a hot swap PCB. This is actually one of Chewy's old 1-up PCBs. Checked everything out. We're doing a hot swap today because we want to make it easy to. We want to make it easy to swap out switches because we're going to try like linears and stuff with the board, just to kind of get a good feel of a bunch of different types of switches and stuff to make the best review we can on this board for John. And Ron, answering your question on how did I clean the switches, I used a ultrasonic cleaner. You can actually see it right back there. It's like the blue and yellow thing that's there. I just put them in there. Take them apart. You clean each part separately. You have to run them for quite a while because they are a little bit. Some of them do have quite a bit of. Some of them have quite a bit of a lube in there, so definitely recommend cleaning them or honestly, if you do buy drop pandas, I would recommend cleaning them if you are wanting to lube them with something different other than the stock lube. It's not the best stock lube. It's heavy and light in certain different areas and super inconsistent. If you want to clean it and you don't want to go like crazy and buy an ultrasonic cleaner, you can just use like alcohol wipes or something like that. Or honestly, you can just really wipe it off. Try to wipe off as much as you can. Ultrasonic cleaner is going to do the most. Alcohol wipes will probably do the second most, and still be relatively easy to maintain. But yeah, ultrasonic cleaner, let them dry for like a day. Let all the pieces dry and put them back together. And you're good. Or lube them up, put them back together. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to lube these. I am going to be lubing them with 3203. So, John, we will do our honest opinions, 100% honest opinions on the board on the review. We are not going to, just because we like you, it doesn't mean we're going to go easy on you. But no, I love the way, I think both Chewy and I were super surprised of how well it came out and how clean the Cerakote is. And honestly, the biggest thing for me is how heavy the board is without a weight. You know, this is just a hunk of aluminum, and it is so dang heavy for being just a hunk of aluminum. So, and oof, that curve. It looks amazing. She thick. And the best pleb is this where I find Teja types. You know, we're gonna try to finish it up so we can let everyone head on over to Nathan's stream and watch the thermal build. So another reason why we wanted to do hot swap is because I actually wanted to try out a polycarbonate plate. So we've got an aluminum plate that kind of matches the theme of the build, the black on white, even though I'm using purple and white switches or purple and white caps, but wanted to try a polycarbonate plate so I can really try that flex. I didn't like these plates are just so flimsy though, man. So flimsy. All right. So first thing, I'm gonna put this to the side as I hit it on my desk. Did I damage it? I didn't. I didn't hurt the bumper. Also, the best pleb, thank you for the 2-month sub. Tier 1 for 2 months, I appreciate it. Also, if you can see in our top corner just right here, we are going to NorCal Meetup. If you are so inclined, help us out a little bit. We appreciate it. You don't have to. Also, exclamation point giveaway in the chat, and you can find out how you can get your own bumper. We are actually giving a bumper away. John has graciously put up a spot to get a bumper in the group buy. If you are US, it will be completely free shipping and everything. If you are outside of the country, you will have to pay any kind of taxes or shipping that are associated with it, but it's a good way to not have to pay for a bumper. So definitely go to that Gleam link and enter as many as you can. Geo, thank you for the tier 1 sub. I appreciate it. First, we're gonna lube up these. These are actually a set of Chewy's old stabilizers, so they are already clipped, but I cleaned them off because he had used dielectric grease, and I want to use 205 grade 0 because that is my preferred lube now. I've been enlightened by Krellbit, who is one of our sponsors, switchmod.net. You can go to switchmod.net/mechsondeck to get some 205 grade 0 to make your stabs feel incredible. Because, man, 205 grade 0 feels fantastic on stabs. It feels great. They feel nice. Yeah, just ran these through the ultrasonic cleaner for like 5 minutes. Got them pretty clean. Dried them off, let them sit for a little bit. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, my dude. Or my dudette. I can't tell. The best pleb. What? It didn't work for you? What doesn't work? Like you can't log in on any of the things? Any of the accounts? Sustain. I appreciate the follow. Oh, good. Again, exclamation point giveaway in the chat lets you tells you how to get your own bumper for free. Yo, excited, man. What is up, Talisman? How you doing? How's everyone doing tonight? It's Friday. It's the end of a long week into a long weekend into a short week. It was a crazy week for me as well, Talisman. The end of the month is always insane. I actually have a little bit of work I still have to do tomorrow. To kind of get some things in for work before the end of the month, but do I have the clear side bump-ons? Oh, you mean the flippers? The polycarbonate flippers? Is that what you're talking about, the best blood? Because I do. Polycarbonate. They look awesome. They're like clear but like slightly hazy. So it's just like slightly hazy, which is really going to be really nice because it's going to like, if you're into the RGBs with the cutouts. Actually, let's go over a couple other things while we're in the middle of stabilizer lubing. I want to go through this. I love this. This long strip. These are awesome. So much better than just like the little tiny bump-ons. I love seeing this. I believe this is, let me see, it's a neoprene non-slip footing, and it works fantastic. Like this thing, when you put it on your desk, does not budge. It like it does not budge. Like my desk is shaking. Like if you have any pressure, it's just not moving. It is awesome. So that's like one of my favorite things about this. And the Cerakote is super nice. What is up, Wilba? How you doing, my dude? Don't know Wilba. Some pretty cool stuff. Some pretty cool things. Bump-ons do kind of suck, Geo. Bump-ons do kind of suck. But it's like a big ends to a means in this community. I feel like it's one of those things that's cheap and easy for it to get bump-ons. It's pretty standard. Also, if you don't know who Wilba is, he's the designer of the thermal, as well as lots of PCBs. The dude does incredible things for this community. In terms of PCB design, he's also done stuff for VIA. Super honored to have you in the chat, man. You're welcome, my dude. Appreciate you stopping by. So yeah, we're just lubing the inside of these stabilizers. Trying to make them nice and creamy. The magnificent thermal screw pad running through September 7th. Yes. You can go get your bumper, or not your bumper, but your thermal now. No. Appreciate you stopping by, Wilba. Dude, the bumper, like the looks of the bumper is like, it's very unique. I feel like right now, everything's kind of has the box shape. I like that the corners, like the top and bottom edge being rounded is awesome, and everything else being like a sharp edge is nice. Not having the rounded corners, I think it gives it a very unique look. John. Take you up on that. I'm willing to trade my soul for. And of course, if you have any questions, John from Zap Cables is in the chat. He can answer them better than I can. I'll try to answer them. But of course, he's here as well. I said he's trying to get in, trying to get to feeling better. Wow, looks like you got a deal there, John. Get yourself a thermal. The leaf spring plate looks pretty cool. Yeah, the bumper is awesome. Like, the design, the idea of the flippers is really cool. Like, I feel like if it's something that, you know, I'm not sure if John has announced whether or not he's going to release the files for the flippers, but if you could go and you could get, you know, different ones designed or different ones for different colors, for different key sets, you know, you can really make your bumper fit your key set perfectly. You know, you can take a Pantone color, or, you know, you get with someone like Tyson in the community and get your own custom Cerakote for the bumpers you already have. If you do get some that are already made, re-Cerakote them into a different color. Zinc coated stainless steel. ADK, appreciate the follow, my dude. Okay, flipper files will be available. That'd be nice. I know in talking with John, he had some people reach out to him wanting to do like wooden ones. I think that's really cool. I think it's a great opportunity for people to be creative with something that's relatively simple in design and really run with it. You know, even doing like custom painted bumpers or flippers would be really cool. I think there's a lot you could do with the flippers. It's like a never-ending opportunity for customization, which is really cool. And I think it's really cool to have, like, the other piece about the flippers is like it wraps up, like it brings the entire board's like inspiration together. You know, it's the flippers in a pinball machine. And if you were here all the way back a couple months ago when we interviewed John the first time, He is a master pinball player. You'll know that about John. He's big into pinball. Talisman Solutions, thank you for the 1,068 bits. Appreciate it, my guy. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And Kinnick, how are you doing, my guy? How is your night going? Super tired from work. How is work going? Are you, I don't know if I ever asked you, did you, whatever happened with the esports org that you were trying to work for? Did that work out? I don't remember. It is, man. Keyboard builders always like the chill music. Commander Bear, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 3 months. We appreciate it. Is that how you say it? Is it Commander Bear? B-E-H-R? What's a lot? Bear, okay. Oh man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Kinnick. You know, it's one of those things, you can go to Hitmarker jobs and they post like esports jobs all the time. Told me to share that. It's a lie. Oh, okay. What's up, Johnny Wynn? How are you doing? It is not stock lube. They're actually cleaned. I was going to lube them with 3203, but this week was just crazy with work. Being the end of the month, I didn't actually have time. So right now they are just bone dry. And the way I clean them, I use a ultrasonic cleaner. So basically you just separate all the pieces of the switch. Really only need to run the stem and the bottom housing through the cleaner. It does take a while for specifically the bottom housings, and those do take a long time to dry. It will not corrode if you use I would recommend using either like purified water or distilled water. You know, ultrasonic cleaners are made for metal. Like, it's a lot of people to forget that they are made for cleaning jewelry, a lot of them. So they're fine. And if you use like actual ultrasonic cleaning fluid, you know, you can people put full PCBs in there. How should I buy my pandas or the cleaner? The cleaner? I don't remember. I got it on Amazon. It was like one of the mid-price ones. I think it was like $60. You can get them for all the way down to like $30. So they're not super expensive, but honestly, you can get the same. You can get a very similar result with just using like alcohol wipes or something like that. But just don't go crazy with those because those can hurt things. If you're doing lots of switches, like if you're rebuilding boards a ton and you're wanting to change things out, or you have a whole bunch of jewelry or glasses and stuff, it can be worth it to buy an ultrasonic cleaner because it is useful to have, but I would say if you're not doing a lot of stuff with it, it's not worth buying. Another thing that's really cool with it is you can actually, like I used it to clean my keycaps as well. I do plan on overclocking my new parts. So Kinnick is actually asking me about, I posted in our Discord, which you can join at !Discord. I got some new PC parts today. I got a RTX 2080 and a I-900K, which I'm super stoked to get put in and play with. Yeah, the drop lube is suboptimal in my opinion. It's very inconsistent, to say the least. It's basically lotion. It's also very heavy lube. So I have how many drop pandas do I have now? I think I have 210 drop pandas total. I've opened like 400 and something now. Or no, more than that. I've cleaned like 500 drop pandas at this point. And they are very lubed up. The like cloudiness of the water when I'm done, especially with the stems, is ridiculous. Really? I'm not, it might have just been the first like round, the first batch that went out. Because mine were like, it wasn't, some of them were completely dry. Or not completely dry. Some of them were extremely light. Some of them were yes, Talisman. That's exactly what I mean. Some of mine were like one side would be dry and then the other side would be super overlubed. I did not have that happen to me with the Gold Spring, but I did actually have one that had like the actual stem itself had like, it looks like the plastic, like the mold, and it was the only one in the entire batch, right? So the mold had gotten something in it, and it was like there was black running through the actual pink stem. So it's kind of crazy looking. What is up, Oof Sam? Or of Sam, sorry, not Oof Sam. The one with venom on it. Yeah. I posted it in our Discord. And I posted it in the Top Clack Discord. Which there got buried pretty instantly. But it was very weird. Dude, that would be the worst. Going on dates with a girl over and over again where she only wants to go to her parents' house would be awful. I'm down to meet your parents, but give me some time, you know? So I realize that y'all can't really see what I'm doing. I'm just putting a little bit of lube on there. Kinnick, I've been doing both, watching Owl and playing Overwatch, like consistently. I'm excited for the finals. I know there's actually some games on, I think right now actually. Never followed. What meta? Like the meta that they were playing in before tonight? Like the pre-playoff patch, like stage 4 patch? Or right now, like what is currently live patch? This is different. I get ahead of myself. Currently live, yeah, it is. I think this is the plans right now. Like Shanghai versus someone, and then Seoul versus someone else. Currently live, Sigma Orisa. I think the game's bad. I am of the opinion that a character like this is gonna piss some people off. Not well. To our friends, I am of the opinion that a character like Symmetra should never be meta. She should always be an off-meta pick on niche maps. Symmetra should never be a meta pick. There's definitely too much deployable stuff, and the game gets really hard to tell what's going on. And it's really frustrating, because you just want to know what's happening, and you don't. But I'm interested to see. I also don't necessarily, I don't like the way Sigma's shield works. It's too Sigma's shield does too it does too much. It's too good. That makes sense. Like, it's like they were like, Diva's amazing and has been amazing for 3 years. Do we nerf her? We can't figure out how to nerf her and make her bad. And not make her 100% pick rate. Let's just make a better version of Diva. AKA Sigma. Ooh. I like the way that sounds, plus the best pleb. I feel like I'm shaming you when I say your name, so. You destroyed my girl. I mean, you would just have to be a Sigma main. Like, that's what you would be now, is you would be a Sigma main. Schmegma. Sigma. But no, I think Overwatch, I think 222 is helping. I think there's some things that they need to change. I think they should have done a little bit of a reset on the MMR for people. Because you've got some people who are way too high in certain like roles. Like super inconsistent. Like so for me, for instance, right? I have 3 accounts. I have 3 Overwatch accounts. So I've only placed, like in the beta, right? I only placed 2 of them. In DPS on 1. My placements, I went 4 and 1. I got placed like 3,100. On the placements on my main account in DPS, I got placed 3,700 or 3,630 or something like that. But masters, and it's like I got placed an entire skill tier higher. Your lube is so small compared to mine? What do you mean? Oh, like in terms of like the amount you have? Or like the amount you put? Oh, you have a 3 ounce, yeah. Krellbit actually made these available. You can get, if you, I think you have to order like a certain amount of lube. I don't remember the exact amount you have to order. I think it's like something like 40 ounces or something. Or milliliters, not ounces. And he'll ship it, and then you put this on there and he'll ship it in that. You messed me up too. Get in the hole. Dude, 3 milliliters is enough, more than enough for a keyboard. Like way more than enough. Like, I get pretty heavy on my lube as a stabilizer, as you can see. For stabilizer lube, I get pretty heavy on the the actual wire, because I like the way it feels. Yeah, 205 grade 0 for the stabs. I used to use either dielectric grease or super lube, which honestly, it breaks down significantly faster than 205 grade 0 does, for me at least. That might be, like, I would have to touch up, if I use super lube specifically, I would have to touch it up like every 2 or 3 months. Especially at home where I play video games, like, because I spam spacebar and Overwatch a lot. I'm a Lego. What is up, Vim Warrior? How are you doing, my doggy? But Commander Bear, I have had this lube, like this tub. I've done 6 sets of stabilizers at this point, 5 or 6 sets of stabilizers at this point for it, with it, and I've literally only used what was on the residue that was on the top. Like, I haven't even touched, like, this is the first time of me going into the actual bit of lube. What is up, Nubblesworth? How are you doing, my dude? This is, I think a lot of people have that same thought process when they first get a thing of lube. Like, I know even when Chewy first got his container of MC111 from Novel Keys, he was surprised at how small it is, because they do a good job of making it look a little bit bigger than it is. It's not like it's false marketing or anything. Like, they put the amounts, but you really don't need very much. Like, especially for switches, you can be very light on it and get a good feel. Nice. What are you building? What switches? What switches are you waiting on, and what board are you building? You got a White Fox? Nice. And then Commander, what are you waiting on as well? Are you waiting on Telios? Yeah, you don't use very much when you loop. You can use heavier with like 205 grade 0 if you're doing like linear switches. You can go heavy if you want, but really you don't need very much. I just did the ultimate. I do that at least once a build where I put it on the wrong side. Green Gatorons. I haven't seen green Gatorons in forever. Trinity the Gamer. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Waiting on Rama to drop some heat. What do you think he's dropping next? I think it's KOU round 2, in my opinion. After thermal, KOU round 2. I want the I can't remember what it's called, but it's Rama's. It's what the thermal was put up through. If Will was still in the chat, he can tell me. It's not the design studio, but the website that they're doing it through. I like that idea. I hope that takes off. That they get more designers to design boards that Rama can distribute through, because Rama's obviously very large. Yeah, Foundry, that's what it's called. I want that to take off. I want more people to use it because I think that's great for. It's a great tool for designers. Whoops, as I just dropped the board. A PCB. Tell me when Jules is next. Yeah, that's gonna be a sweet board. Jules looks great. I'm excited for that. But this is hard with a mic in front of my face. Now I understand why Nathan has his mic like over off to the side, so he's not inhibited in any way by the microphone sitting in front of his face. Unfortunately, with the mic I have, if I'm not right up on it, you get nothing, because it's a broadcast microphone. Well, it's a vocal microphone too, but he does have a $1,300 mic. But there's a lot that goes into mics. Like, he has a very nice mic. The Neumann TLM 103 is a fantastic microphone. But microphones each have their own different design, different things, different applications. Personally, I like the SM7B. I like the way it makes my voice sound. I have a lot of stuff going on it. My audio chain is unnecessarily ridiculous. I used to sell pro audio gear for a living. I don't have a gear command, but we do need one. I used to sell pro audio gear for a living. I used to sell microphones. I was a monitor engineer for a band. Recorded some stuff. It's a lot. The thing is in gear, what do we put in? Do we put our cameras? Do we put our microphones? Do we put everything? Do we put our PC? Like, also, Chewy, I didn't rip off your band-aids, even though I wanted to. I think one of each did include everything. I get the bottom of high-end and just about everything. Well, I mean, you don't have to link Nathan's. We can make our own. Yeah, we can do stuff like that. We can get that set up. That won't be difficult to get. I will do it. I would do it all for you, Chewy. I would just set it all up. He's here. And will make you money. What is the deal with this? It will make you hella money. What the heck? Interesting. Where are you stuck? Minty 34. You are 22. Truth. Is Chewy's gear list. I just knocked. That's gonna be a pain in the butt to find. Stuck. Dude, if you could get a link for the duck lamp, that would be dope. Stabilizer. Let's move back. Take it all the way off. Yeah, you didn't buy it. I think you could just search duck lamp. I don't know if that would be a one-of-a-kind lamp. What is going on with you? Oof, Sam, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay. There we go. Somehow it was getting stuck. Never had that happen before. It's okay. We have more. Boom. Oof, Sam. Because it sounds cooler. No, of Sam. Sorry. I'm sorry, Sam. I'm sorry, Mr. Of Sam or Mrs. Of Sam. Trying to lose another one. I need to get a nicer screwdriver. This one's not magnetized. I need to get the Nanch. Like Chewy. I think that's what it's called, right? The Nanch driver. I just bought this one at Fry's. It's like a kit. Which is what's really nice is that it came with the hex head that I will actually need later. Yeah, I just need to get a magnetizer. Staple screw stripped. It's just going up. All right. Having a hex head is really nice. This one has multiple, which is really cool. Like it's got like a whole metric and freedom unit. And yes, they are freedom units. That is what they are called. What does everyone have planned this weekend? Has everyone got anything cool for the holiday? For the Labor Day weekend? It is a holiday, so I just knocked that right out. It is a bank holiday. It's Labor Day. We get to celebrate the fact that we watch more CSGO Major. Who are you pulling for, ADK? Who do you want to win? This house. Better be liquid. The horse. Yeah, I agree. Better be liquid. Oop. Music stopped. Liquid is winning everything, but they have Stewie. They've got Twists. Oh, this is interesting. Interesting. Do you think they're gonna be the regular liquid choke, the choke boys? It is just groups though. They just gotta come on hot as the tournament finishes. I think so too. It's all about peaking. Winning a tournament like that is all about peaking at the right time. Like Vitality, they went through. It's the same pitch. It's literally a different. Interesting. Okay. That's weird. But hey. Now we're going to test our stabilizers, which is always a good idea. Let's leave it. Actually, we'll leave it. So we might need to use it. I will say, it's really nice with Holy Pandas. Really nice using the hot swap board. Favorite things about hot swaps is just being able to just stick them right in. You don't have to worry about it. No solder. You gotta get messy. Yeah, join the Discord. Follow us on subscribe to our Twitch. Or subscribe to our Twitch, yes, please. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We appreciate it. We release a video. Also check Discord. I did not get that. If I did, I didn't have a chance to actually physically go get it. Chewy, to answer your question, take my set off. Just grab it. Just have it. Just at the bottom. All right. Those feel good. You want to get the 5 degree? Dude, do it. 5 degree. It's great. Oh, these are, I mean, it's a gaming headset, so I wouldn't really... It's not like the best audio quality in the world, but they're super convenient, and they sound pretty alright. But they're the 0siris Arctic 7s. Of Sam, we do a little bit of both. A little bit of both. This is actually going... This board will be going back to Zap, or, well... We'll see, I think. Depending on what happens, I think it'll be going back to Zap. I know Chewy is trying to swindle it off of John, because he likes it so much, but yeah, now. But most of the time we are doing personal builds as of late, but like last week I built a KBD 75, which was for a member of our Discord. So we do commissions. Hey, it is an important thing for me. It is an important thing to note that they are cleaned. They do, like, I don't know if you could hear it there, but there's a little bit of a scratch sound in there. It's because these aren't lubed with anything else, so they are fairly scratchy. The thing that's going to make this difficult is how freaking tight these are in plates. Got some at the back. Deal with that. Yeah, it's a little bit rough. I'm actually good. Just push this in. These are very, very tight switches as well. So, one thing while you are putting in switches into a hot swap, super important to put them in while on a flat surface. So we have extra. Switches are so tight. Right now I'm putting in anchor switches because these switches are so tight in the plate. You really need anchor switches on this to get them in here effectively. Because it's rough getting this in this plate. They are quite tight. Definitely tighter pandas. Played around with. The drop pandas, the stock lube was a disappointment for me, actually, and for a lot of people, I'm sure. So, man, getting like a little bit of a finger workout here, getting these into this plate. But like I was saying, it's important to do this with a hot swap board on something that's like fairly firm, has a little bit of give. That way you're not gonna pop the socket right off. If you were doing this, like, got it installed in the case and there's a lot of room behind it, if you're pushing them in, you push too hard and it's not lined up correctly, it could just pop that hot swap socket back off. And you don't want to do that. That's not fun to deal with. nice. Man, sizing on this plate is somewhat inconsistent. I mean, can't expect like perfection. It's a KBD fans plate, but some of these are super tight, and some of them are just slide right in. That one. Fazha. I don't know how to say your name. Faza? I'm gonna say Faza. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. The other thing I'm doing here with this hand is I'm actually holding, and I'm kind of like, if you can see it here, I'm holding the plate with one finger and the PCB with the other, kind of making sure that doesn't there's pressure there to keep the separation between the two. Something like this can be very important. Talking about cleaning the pandas. Yeah, you can just use alcohol. I would personally, I like the idea of using alcohol wipes just because it's cleaner, easier. Wilba. Wilba, what do you like to drink? What kind of alcohol are you into? Are you a beer guy? Are you a whiskey guy? Are you a vodka guy? Gin. I was not expecting that one. I feel like that's it's a very high class drink. You know, you joke about ordering more pandas and dipping them in Coors, but Mr. Keebs, who is the runner for the Lubricante, the like Plastic Alice, or one of the Plastic Alices, he suggests using, like, after you've run switches through an ultrasonic cleaner, he suggests running through a bath in IPA. And I thought he was joking, but he was 100% serious. For me, that's a waste of a really good beer. Giving him an IPA bath and letting him dry. Yeah, it's to get additional residue off of the switches. So, like, even when you run something through an ultrasonic cleaner, what can happen is if you leave the leaf in, this happened on some of the pandas, a little bit of residue can get there and the switch can have trouble actuating consistently. So using that or running it again through the cleaner can help get that excess residue off and get the switches nice and clean. Nice and clean. Hoppy pandas, yeah, dude. Man. Freaking ISO support. Ruining the plate. Just kidding. Doesn't ruin the plate, but I hate that there has to be that gap there. All right. All ready to go. Foam. Also, when you get this stuff, like if you buy a KBD Fans PCB, like I think this is from a KBD Fans, like I think the plates I ordered, this is from that. Save some of it. This is super good to build on. It makes it really easy to push switches into. You're not like hurting your desk. You got a little bit of flex. It's still supported. Super nice to have. Easy to keep. Put it in your drawer. Just save it. Save one. Ow. To the bump. Could also use it to fill a case. I don't know how that would necessarily sound, but you could definitely do that. The bumper is sexy, man. And that's it. I don't even have the flippers in. This is pre-flippers. See if I can. When I built it before, when I put the PCB and every plate and everything in for it, I was trying to make sure I like. Difficult. Let's see what we can. This is my least favorite part about tray mount boards, is putting these. That happens. Patented. So this is what I always do for my tray mount boards. Got a pair of ceramic tweezers. Put it in actual Phillips head hole, and then on the side, set it in there. A little twist. It's better than even magnets. Finger strength is stronger than the magnets, I'm sure. Holy crap. John, thank you. Well, I don't know why the text-to-speech didn't work. John, thank you so much, dude. You didn't have to do that. I don't know why it bleeped out cocktails. So John said, NorCal rum cocktails are on me. With a $50 donation. Thank you so much, dude. Really appreciate it. We're getting close. Getting close, man. Getting close. Tiki bars. We're gonna have to go to a tiki bar. John, when we have our meetup in Dallas, because it's gonna happen, we're gonna go we're gonna find a tiki bar. That's gonna be our mission, is take you to a tiki bar and grab some drinks. Madison meetup. Ooh, you're going to Dallas? Nice. Definitely have to say hi and love to see you. I know that myself and possibly Chewy going to the Austin meetup. Excited for that. Basic mental or basic I don't know how to say your name. Assembly, basic assembly. What do you think I need to use to clean my MSX 87's keyboard PC? PCB? The PCB? Is that what you mean? The PCB? What are you talking about? As far as cleaning PCBs, it's an 80s PC. Dude, I have no idea. I have no idea, honestly. Excuse me. Alrighty. Final stretch. You know, I think it's flipper time. So there's a little bit of a trick to this. You gotta go in straight because it is tight. You try to go in at an angle, it's not gonna fit. And that's exactly how you want it, because you want that flipper to be tight. See, there's like no wiggle or wobble. It's like I'm talking about like super minimal wiggle, like there's non-existent. Like it doesn't even fall out when you holding it near vertical. Barely falls out. Great job on the tolerances on a prototype, John. On a prototype. Great job. Great job. How do you get back out? So, you know, you can still take, I mean, really honestly, you could, if you you should probably honestly put these in first. I would assume it's probably the slap it like a baby. But no, if you were to put them in first, on the inside there's a slit all the way down the side, which also lets like RGB through, and that would allow you to push them out without damaging anything. You just kind of poke them out with a screwdriver or something, or with like, honestly, probably like a brush. So these are hex screws that go in the flippers. They're very small hex screws, but it is nice. They are hex screw. I know I have extra. Oh, like. Aha. I need like a screw catcher. So I'm just gonna set this in here. Need a magnet screw catcher. They are aluminum screws, I believe. Wrong way. I'm like, why is this not going in? Help if you. I get to struggle with those tight tolerances I was talking about. May actually need to happen. I have these on the wrong side. So, totally forgot about that. And I feel like an idiot. So if you look, these are set to only go on one side. 100% set to only go on one side. My bad. Talisman. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Or not follow, sorry. Talisman. You've been following for a long time. Thank you for the 1,111 bits. After this week, my brain is like ready to give up on life. Want to buy bumper. You know, if you do want to buy bumper, you don't actually have to. You can hit ! giveaway and find out how you can win your own bumper, and then you don't have to worry about paying for one. Just get it for free. Kinnick, you're the king of giveaways. You can win the giveaway. Trinity, I'm sorry, but it's you have to do Gleam. The winner will be announced on September 11th. No way, ban Kinnick. That's the day of the interview. Got a boop boop from my headset. It has been a couple. It's been a couple giveaways since you have won. But to be fair, you were on a hot streak there for a minute. I think you won like 3 giveaways in a row. Is the best pleb Myknos? I think it's Myknos. Couldn't remember or not. Okay, it's Myknos. I thought it was, but I didn't want to just be like, yeah, what's up, Myknos? Tristan, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. There is a little boost for subscribers to our channel. You know. Talisman, you automatically get that perk, but you do still have to click the button because you'll have to verify it. If that makes sense. You just have to verify it. This is definitely pretty. Wait, headset, calm down. I don't hear it, but I hear it, and it's annoying. Go. All right, headset. You're plugged in. Stop beeping at me. Yeah, get your own bumper. It's a freaking cool board, man. All right. So, today we're going to put on, because I already have it all set out and ready to go. This is my set of JTK purple on white. I think it'll look great with the white and black. So excited to not Arctic. I don't have a set of Arctic. If you had given me a set of Arctic, I would have Arctic on here. Maybe if I can ever get to my freaking mail before it closes, because I've been working so dang late every day. Oh man. What was that? Give me the frags. I will give you the frags. That sounds like a bad word. I did not. That was frags. F-R-A-G-S. Give me the frags. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. This one over. You know, I noticed that the other day. I don't know why that is. It's like they punish you for not buying it assembled. I could understand if it was like a slightly less, like $10. That would make a lot of sense to me. But the fact that it is more unassembled is very strange, because you would think that they would want to Sun Sheeny, thank you, follow, appreciate it. Would you think they would want to incentivize the one that doesn't require them to do anything in terms of like putting it together? It requires less work, but you know, have the business there that they run. I need to pick up my set of 8008 tonight. If you are, we'll roll through the sponsors real quick while we put these on. So you can go to switchmod.net/maxondeck to get your loot. If you want to get some 205 grade 0 like I used on the stabilizers here, we get some 3203, some 3204. You can go to switchmod.net/maxondeck and get 4% off all of your lube. Dixie Mech. You can go to maxondeck.dixiemech.com. Fortunately, you don't get a discount, but it does help us out. GMK 8008 is ending tomorrow, I believe. And then 9009 will open up. You use that link. Helps us out a little bit. Gives us a little kickback. Helps us keep everything going. Keeps us up and running. And then last but not least, the man himself, Zap Cables. The pioneer of custom cables. He sent us this magnificent board to try out, to test for him, to give him our honest opinion. Zap Cables You can go to zapcables.com to get custom cables. You can also go there to get some DIY kits. And if you do get one of those DIY kits, you can listen to John walk Chewy and myself through how to make said cables as we stumble our way through it. We definitely weren't the best. We probably should have practiced before we recorded, but we didn't. We made it real for y'all. But it's a great guide. It really helps you out. John shares some of his secrets on how to make that. And then, of course, this board itself was designed by John and the people over at Zap Cables. It'll be coming out soon. Definitely have some cool content planned around this board for John. We're going to do a review, possibly do some other things. Ooh, you can see. Look at that little flex he got going. Easy, Tiger. You know, you could probably install something like that if you wanted to. I don't know. I think it would probably mess with your PCB a little bit. I don't know how that would work out, but you could definitely do that. We are nearing final countdown. My pleasure, M Warrior. It's a, you know, that was a lot of fun. That was a very fun day making that video with John. It was a lot of work to put it together, but it really turned out well in my opinion, and I think it's helping a lot of people who have never made cables before. It's helping them make their first cable and not completely destroy it, because it can be easy to destroy it. Ostex, thank you for the follow, my guy. Appreciate it. Still need to get Chewy to come in and make a video of him reading off all of the follows from the stream on Wednesday. Teja. All right. All right, chat. There it is. And don't give me crap about my keycaps. If you put exclamation point shine in the chat. That is what Chewy and I believe wholeheartedly. Read it and weep. That is, I'll read it out to you. This is not violet on cream. This is actually JTK purple on white. Except for their white is like slightly creamy. But once set shine, it is truly yours. Then it is your job to nurture and care for it. Love it until it blossoms into the beautiful, fully, and evenly shine set that it has always wanted to be. JTK is alright. I like this set. I prefer GMK sets. EPBT is nice. It's a little bit darker of a sound than GMK for the EPBT. But I had this set off. This is the only set I had that was like off of a keyboard currently, other than SA purple on white. Which, if you can't tell, I like purple. So But yeah, bumper. It is looking super, super fancy and super, super nice. How heavy is it? I don't have a like proper scale to weigh it, but I can say it is heavy enough. It is actually, Walker, it is extremely heavy for a board that does not have a weight at all in it. Yeah, 3.5 pounds. I would say that's for a tray mount 60% with no weight. That is really heavy in my opinion. It's got a thick bottom. She got a thick bottom. Like if you took the flipper out, you can just see how thick the actual bottom is, and it's nice and hefty. And I must say again, these, John, best idea, best design. If you're designing a keyboard, this is the way to go right here. This is the way to go. Unless you're doing a weight and you want to have like all fancy writing and stuff on it, but this is the way to go. Let's type on it a little bit. Let's see. Let me pause the music. All right. Ooh, prototype you have built. PC flippers, 4 pounds. So I do have a set of polycarbonate flippers as well. These are the Cerakoted black aluminum flippers, and then they will have brass. So this is like the pseudo weight too. So that's the other piece, is like this is like the pseudo weight. Install what? The polycarbonate ones? And I like the black, Chewy. There's the other half. Dude, mom's coming in trying to tell me what to do. If you don't know, if you're new here, this channel is not just me. It's myself and Mr. Chewy _O_0. But just call him Chewy. Just like I'm Osiris TV, but call me Osiris. But okay, I can't do this. I'll do it for the looks. All right, this is the last time you'll see this bumper with a standard spacebar. I'm gonna flip it because flipped spacebar is best spacebar. IMO. Try and get it off here. Oh no, don't do it. Flip gang. See what's gonna happen is the actual switch is gonna come out with the spacebar. This is gonna be exciting. It didn't come out. Yay. It also depends, like if you can't tell, I have relatively I have pretty long fingers. I have a lot of ink on my hands from pens, but I have relatively, this is my natural position. I don't use a wrist rest or anything. And so having the flip spacebar really helps, because it's it's just natural. Just natural. If I was more up like that, then it would be a little bit different. Let's do a little flex. Let's see what flex we get. So this, if you were building this at home, you'd have a little bit more flex if you're doing it with a non hot swap PCB, just because that does add a little bit of material behind it. But it is nice to know that hot swap does work, and you still get a little bit of flex. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a little bit of flex there. Yeah, you can kind of see it. It's a little bit of flex. You can tell it's there. Especially with Holy Pandas that bottom out fairly quickly. It feels having that on the space bar, it's super noticeable. On the return, you can. It's nice. Like a little bit of flutter when it hits the top of the housing. All right, I'll let y'all hear it. Again, disclaimer, microphone, got a lot on it. This is not made for sound tests, but you can hear it. And it'll sound okay. It'll still sound good, but it's just going to be probably a little bit deeper than it actually would typically sound. The SM7B is a very deep mic. So let me get it moved over, and then I will turn off the gate and let you hear it. Sorry, I had muted my mic because I turned it around. But what y'all think? What does everyone think of the bumper? Let me get the nice little. See if I can angle this correctly. The thumbnail. All right. So, Twazi, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, my dude. So, this is the bumper by Zap Cables. It's their first dive into designing a keyboard, and I must say it is a very beautiful board. Just from typing on it for the short time here, it feels great. Sounds really good. These pandas need lube, so I'm actually going to be taking these out and lubing those up with some 3203, because I can feel you can kind of feel and hear the scratchiness of them. But I wanted to get this built for y'all, and this thing, man, it looks amazing. The curves on this, oof. Oof. Look at this. Look. Look at this. Look at this curve. Oof. Oof. The reason cornball and why that would be is because they use a very similar housing. The housing has a lot to do with the way it sounds. That's why people, I can't remember what it was called. Yeah, this is a very clean design. And the flippers, good lord, the flippers. Like, look at how clean that looks. And I think this is it's really healthy for the community to have designs like this where you can really customize it. You know, in Chewy and I's last video when we talked about the top 10 from Houston, from the Houston meetup, one of our favorite boards was the Grid 600, which is a board like the bumper had a customizable element to it. I think this is super, super cool. I think the fact that they're offering this in different colors, they're offering it in different materials, it takes the bumper to a whole new level. You know, some people will change out their keycaps to get a new refreshing feel for their board. You know, because they don't want to look at the same thing for year after year, month after month, week after week. They'll change key sets out to get something just a little bit different. The fact that you throw something else in that will just bring the entire board together. Obviously, if this was, you know, like Metaverse or something, it would be even of a cleaner overall theme, or if the flipper was purple, but good lord, man, does this not look incredible? It's aluminum. It's all aluminum. So it's aluminum case and then aluminum flippers. These will be offered in brass as well as polycarbonate. Colors are yet to be determined, I know. But it's going to be all Cerakote finishes, which is nice because Cerakote is very, very smooth. And this is a little bit shinier than some of the other Cerakotes that I've seen. A lot of the other Cerakotes I've seen have been more matte than this. More of like for instance, like a Mao, my Mao White Orange 75. A lot of people say it feels and looks like a Cerakote because of it's like a matte finish, whereas this is actually very shiny. You can tell if it hits the light, it's got a bit of a shine to it, which is really nice. It's really, really nice. I'm excited to see what John does with the colors. I'm excited to see what he does with the flippers. I'm excited to see what the community does with the flippers, because I think there's a huge opportunity to do some really, really cool stuff with them. But I think we're kind of about wrapping it up here. We built it, played with it a little bit. I'm going to be using this for the next couple days. John, I think you did a fantastic job. I'm excited to kind of dive deep into it, switch out the switches, try something different, try different Zelio switches, Xylants, try linear switches. Who knows, maybe we can get some clickies in, get some box navies or something in here, see how those feel. But I'm excited to kind of put this thing through the ringer, really see what I like about it. But first impressions are, it feels awesome. That little bit of bounce I actually really, really like. I really, really like the, man, can't stop hanging out till Nathan gets on. When does Nathan go live? I know Wilba probably knows because he's building Wilba's board and Wilba's one of his mods. I'd assume that Nathan would already be on. He's live in 30. I don't know if I could stretch it out to 30 minutes. I don't really have... Swap some caps. I guess I could switch over minimal. You want to see SA? Okay. Man. Alright. Show the underglow with the clear flippers. I don't have, so... Here, I'll do that. I'll change the flippers out. Let me get a towel. Yeah. I did do a typing test. So on our review video, we're going to have a much more in-depth typing test that will be more, that will be done with a microphone that is not made to be inside of your throat, if I do say so myself. So be on the lookout for our review. It'll be coming out in a couple weeks. That'll be on our YouTube, which if you are looking for that, it's !YouTube in the chat. But yeah, that'll be up in a couple weeks. Also working on some other stuff for the bumper. The bumper group buy is looking to be running soon. So if you want to stay up to date on this buy, which I think you definitely should, you definitely want to join the Zap Discord so that you can stay up to date and you can see what's going on with the bumper, see when it goes live, see the color options that are available, see the flipper options that are available. All right, so we're swapping it out. And then Kennick, if you are still here, this is where if you were to get a flipper stuck in there, you could take your PCB and plate out, or just PCB if you did just PCB mount, and you could push it right on out. So, and again, don't be a forehead like me. The flippers they do only go in on one side. So you have to pay attention to that. You can see it is the tapped holes are slightly offset to one side. So they are not interchangeable, which is actually really nice when it comes to third-party designs. So like one of the things that John was talking with us about is how someone wanted to paint flippers. They want to have custom painted flippers. That makes it to where your paint's always on the outside. And then that way, if like for whatever reason the inside gets a little bit scratched up because it is up against the aluminum on the inside, you know, it doesn't show on the outside. So let's see how this polycarbonate went. I'm gonna switch to the gold screws just because I feel like that I like seeing the gold through. I don't like seeing the black. Because now we've taken the whole black and white element out of it. The WMA the tired. I'm gonna go with that. That is your name. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Get these full. And it does come with a little Allen wrench. I would say if you're doing this to avoid stripping anything, don't put everything all the way in. Put it in a little bit. You don't want the flipper to start to pop out. Especially with PC. This polycarbonate is it's a bit fragile. You can strip those fairly easily. I'll show you in a second why I wanted to use the gold. Chewy is still here. I need him to tell me he has on this PCB. This is his PCB. I need him to tell me if he has the RGB on any layers and how to get to said layers. I imagine it's caps lock something, but I need him to let me know if he has that programmed on this. So, can't really see it. Doesn't really come through. But on some other boards, I guess it's because it's a little bit further recessed, but if it was closer, you would actually be able to see the gold peek through. But it still looks really nice. I still really like that. The poly. It's nice. Let's see. And look at this. This is the star. Caps F or caps G. Okay. This was the star of our John walking us through how to build a custom cable. This is the custom cable and it works. Find the hole. Get in the hole. You just need to take a gander. Alright, so caps F is caps F. Maybe we can turn out some lights and we can see what it looks like. Chewy, do you know if you have like colors or anything? $20 if I can hit 130. I can't hit 130. All right, let's turn off some lights. Let's see if we can get it to clean this up a little. No colors, just programmed on enough. Okay, no worries. Right, let me turn off some lights. Alexa, turn off living room. See if we can kind of get the little bit of diffusion. See if you can see it. Go. Ooh, it peeks through. You can see it peeking through. I think if you had something like Wilba's Zeal 60 PCB, it would look super, super nice. It'd have a little bit more even. Something like this where just the two bottom makes it hard. But it does shine out on the desk. Just shine out on the desk a little bit. So I have the ISO on auto, so it's like super grainy right now. Oh, that spacebar feels great. Spacebar feels awesome. Oh, I keep pausing and I kept pausing and unpausing the music. But no, again, if you want your own bumper, if you want this board, if you want one like this, in the color of your choice, with the flipper color of your choice, exclamation point giveaway, follow the link, get entered. There's tons of ways to enter. Get yourself a bumper. I always laugh with Chewy's PCBs because there's no caps lock. Well, like, there's no actual caps lock. Like, this does not caps lock. This is function. So it can be annoying when you're yeah. No. Alexa, turn on living room. There we are. What's up, Pork Chop Express? Welcome. This is the bumper. You just finished building it. But yeah. I don't think I'm going to make it to 10 p.m. I actually have an errand I have to run before 10 p.m. or else I can't get done something that I really want to get done tonight. Which is, I don't know if you can see behind me, but there's a brand new graphics card and CPU and motherboard that I'm going to install. So I've got to install that into my computer. I'm very excited. So I am going to go ahead and sign off. Again, I would like to thank our sponsors, switchmod.net. You can go to switchmod.net/mexondeck to get 4% off your lube. You can get 3203, 3204. What is up, Rick Clack? Welcome. This is the bumper, my dude. I would say for someone who likes the DSA profile, this would definitely look fantastic with some DSA. This would look fantastic with some DSA on it. Not gonna lie, it would look great. That uniform profile going up into the curve would look top notch. I think SA would look good as well. We'll probably do some. Just notice that since Chewy and I we have a mixture of keycap profiles, we can do some pictures with different keycap profiles on it, so y'all can get a good view of how it will look. So you know someone. Thank you for the 100 bits, Rick. You want to see SA? Oh, y'all gonna make me miss Best Buy closing. Get SA. The funny thing is, I have some. Amazon 1 hour. Fortunately, is this 7U? Yeah, it's 7U. All right. Looks like we're going till 10. We're not going DSA. We're going SA. We have had a couple requests for the SA. I want to go for the full feel. The full feel. Oh, SA sounds so amazing. I'm not going to replace each cap at a time, but take them all up. But I'm excited to hear what SA sounds like on a board like this. Yeah, we're going full set, dude. We're gonna do it. Could y'all not hear the typing test? I turned off the Pork Chop Express. Thank you for the follow. Dude, Apple? I have my gripes with Apple. Oh, nice. What board are you building? Oh, it's unlucky, man. How did you lose it? Did you lose it like in a river or something? Ooh. Mykonos getting fancy with the Jane V2. Maybe one day I'll get to build a Jane. Or any TGR board for that. You sold your soul for that? You sold your soul for the opportunity to build the Jane? Music stopped. Attention. Switch. What is up, the real Lavelle? Say your name. If I mispronounce that, I am sorry. Not skilled here. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, my dude. So if you're just tuning in, you're currently switching from a cherry profile to SA profile at the request of a couple people in chat. They want to see what it looks like. A retro look keycap profile. And whoops, a retro looking board, kind of retro. And welcome, Not Skilled here. Yes, another keyboard channel. If you have not heard of Mechs on Deck, we stream every Wednesday. If you're new here, we stream every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Time. We do interviews with prominent community members. So last Wednesday, or this past Wednesday, so 2 days ago, we had Mr. Teha Types, aka Nathan Kim. I think more people know him by Teha Types at this point. But Nathan was on with us, talked a lot about keyboards, talked about the community, talked about the office, and his 12 bajillion followers, yes. Reddit made me join. Nathan's a really good guy. We had a lot of fun talking with Nathan. Really excited the fact that he's going full time. Definitely glad you are here. Skilled here as a commit. Appreciate you. Yeah, we had a knife to him. Yeah, he's confirmed going full time, and his 50K subscriber video. Both Chewy and myself are from Dallas, the Dallas area. We live in the Dallas suburbs. Some of these stems are like super, super tight. Never first 2. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Appreciate it so much. Really do. Apparently judging. Yeah, we typically, I mean, I have to be at work at like 7. So I typically wake up between, I have to be at work by 7:30 at the latest, so I typically wake up between 6 and 6:30. Dave, or Chewy, sorry, wakes up earlier than that most days. Alright. I think this is all of the caps I need. Maybe. Alright. M. Starting with you. I choose you. That's the wrong one. Absolutely. Say hi. Both myself and Chewy will be at the Dallas meetup. The Dallas meetup is October 24th, I believe. Please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, Chewy. Listen, I went to my first meetup without a keyboard. I don't know. I went to my first meetup without a keyboard and I had a blast. Definitely come. Definitely come. Either way, come out. Meet some cool people in the community. Say hi. It's October 19th. I was way off. The 24th is probably like the middle of the week. Oh. I don't know if I have all the right caps. This is not the right size. It's not the right size. That one Oscar. Thank you. 10H Bow 101. Thank you for the follows, both of you. Is that okay? Is that Oscar who designed the Aquaria keyboard? Is that the same Oscar? If not, and you have no idea who that is, dude, what is up? How have you been? Also, that board is awesome. Bum. Ooh, you still have extras? How many do you have? Man, I can't afford keyboard right now. I'm like, ooh, I like that. But if you are interested in 60%, definitely check out the Aquaria as well. If you're trying to get one right now. It's a cool board. It's got a jellyfish on the bottom. Not a lot of people know about it. That is a TX60. So this is an antique copper TX60. Wow, you saw 15. Also named after a drag queen. The Aquaria? Single board. You have one of the oh, you have the HHKB one? Yeah, you're the Aquaria. I actually met we met both you, Chewy and I met you at the first Dallas meetup that we ever went to. I just put that cap upside down. I don't know why I'm trying to grab it. Around the fall meetup in Dallas last year, both Chewy and I met you, and it was when you had the prototype. We both were like in love with the board. Dallas does have a big keyboard scene. That's why we have 2 meetups. What part of Texas are you from? Not skilled here. The next meetup in Dallas is the 19th of October. So about a month and a half. Born in Plano. Okay. So both myself and Chewy are from Plano, actually. We actually grew up, so it's funny. It's a funny story. So Chewy and I are best friends. We've been best friends for a while now. 5 years or so, I think. If not more than that, actually 6 years. We met working at Guitar Center. And we found out not too long after starting working together that we grew up like 2 miles away from each other. Like our parents' houses are like 2 miles away from each other. And we did not know each other until we were both like 19 or 20. And then it was, we became best friends. I put both those caps upside down. I am an idiot. So I have an Overwatch account named I'm an Idiot. Yeah, it's a cool story. Thank you. I appreciate that. Ion's the GOAT. Brothers of another mother. Yeah, dude, we are. We're brothers of another mother. Hey, Eric, you should try to put keycaps on the right way. Two. People out here with $700 cases. Well, I don't think this one's going to be a $700 case. Alright, Teja's live. Well, I will do this, and then I will move into Teja. I will relinquish the viewership to Teja. With all these extra caps that don't go on this. You did. Well, I was going to finish earlier, but I decided, well, or requested essay, because I do have, obviously have essay. It's my, where are my other keys? I need, it's actually not that big of a deal, but I forgot to get thermal paste. So I don't have any thermal paste. Okay. The problem is that I am so I am replacing the CPU that's in this computer currently, which is a 6700K. So I don't know how I'm missing all those switches. They gotta be in those caps. They've gotta be in here. It's big shift. spin on it, we'll be fine. How am I missing all these caps? Okay, so that's probably the control that fits. It's the alt that fits. Proper comp building, right? I'm missing tilde. I'll just use this as tilde. Close enough. Why am I missing enter and shift? Where did all these caps go? Where did they all go? Yes, this is a prototype from Zap. It will be in my possession for about a little over a week, and then it will be in Chewy's possession for a little over a week as well. And we will be sending it back yonder. Mr. Zap. Why am I missing so many caps? I don't even have the full set to do a side profile. Sure. Doesn't fit. Let me see if I can find the rest of these caps. Have this. Just do this. Even though that's not technically correct, but I don't know where my F key is, where my shift is, where my function is. Could use one of these. Oh, it's right here. Aha. Yeah, but where's my shifts? Obviously, this one's not even close to correct. Second. Well. Oh. That's unlucky, huh? We can go take a tier. Dude, I don't know what happened to these. All right, well, here's a good example of different. I guess I could technically 0. All right, so I somehow managed to lose both the shift and enter for this, and I know why. Wait. Because it's not an enter, it's a return. I had used these to test. Okay, this is now stuck underneath. Okay. I had used these to test a set of stabilizers. All right, now we don't have to be. All right. Wait. All right. So, there is SA. Technically purple on white. That's not purple. On the GMK screw that I dropped earlier. All right. Side profile, but blam. Look at that height. Look at that height. Yeah, but we already had cherry profile on. You want to hear how it sounds? I want to hear how it sounds. I think that the spacebar ping is from the keycap, yeah. Because I don't really hear it. This is also with unlubed, like Holy Pandas. They sound freaking good for not being lubed. But the stabilizer keys definitely feel good and sound good. It's loud though. That spacebar is so loud. They are scratchy. But I'm going to lube them. I just didn't have time to do it this week. It feels great. So let's get this in here. Can we get ultimate zap? Let me plug cable in. Really not skilled here. They can start feeling better. But it won't necessarily go away. Get in the hole. All right. So we're going to go ultimate zap. See if we can tactically do this. So again, this is the bumper. 60% tray mount board. Feels great. It looks freaking killer. Sounds good. It's got flippers. No other board can say it has flippers. It's got curves. It's got a thick bottom. Definitely like this board so far. Definitely think John at Zap definitely knocked it out of the park with this one. Did a great job. I'm excited to try it out with other different keycap sets, see how it looks, see how it feels. I'm excited to try different switches in here, try different switch weights. I know Chewy's going to throw in some switches that are probably ridiculously heavy because that's his MO, and I agree with it. But I do agree with it. I like heavy switches. Hit his best MO. But no, feels great, sounds great, looks great. Yeah. Again, thanks to our sponsors, switchmod.net, Dixie Mech, and then of course, Zap Cables. Head on over to all the links in that site. Let me put it here. Oh. Nope, I'm in caps. It's on cooldown, so there you go. Thank you, Commander Bear. Appreciate it. Again, we stream every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. If you follow us on YouTube, subscribe to our channel. We have videos that go out every Tuesday at 11 a.m. And then the following Thursday after our stream, our VOD goes live at 11 a.m. as well. So we do build streams typically on Tuesdays. Sometimes we go on Fridays, but this was a special one. We had to wait for the plates to come in, but we wanted to get some time for Zap. Give a weekend time. So I think, John, you did a fantastic job. I love the board so far. The bumpers are awesome. Personally, not a big fan of the polycarbonate. I do like the way it looks, but I prefer the Cerakoted black bumpers. They look fantastic. But yeah, thanks again. Check us out on YouTube. Thank you for all the subscribers. Thank you for all the follows. Don't forget, you can enter the giveaway to win your own bumper here. Follow that link. Do the things on that link, and you get entered to win your own bumper. Do that. Other than that, we'll see you. And for my big boy Chewy, switch tester. Let's go. Let's host. Who are we hosting? Let's host Anthony. Let's host Anthony.
Deep flavor. Deep crunch. Cheese it grooves. It's a mind crunch.